Okay, it is January 17th. We're going to talk about free chicken food today. Yesterday, I dumped in a 5-gallon bucket, about 4/5 of the way full, of chopped lettuce, another bucket that had watermelon, pineapple. This run got about a pound and a half of blueberries. They got some raspberries, all kinds of good food that they love. They have just decimated it. They're working on the broccoli that I threw in there as well. All of this came from the high school that I went to that my mom helps in the kitchen on occasion. And before she started saving this food back for my chickens, it was just going in the dumpster, completely going to waste. And so this way it at least gets used. I send some eggs back her way. She spreads it out to some of the workers as well. So it's utilizing something that would otherwise go into the dumpster. We got some excitement because there's snow on the ground that the girls are still playing with. So pros, it's free. Mom brings it to me at church. I just got to pack it home, unpack it out of the packages, and then throw it to the chickens. The only con with this system really is there's trash. That's about a week and a half of trash. You can't see, but it's pretty deep. There's about 10 boxes over there, a bunch of plastic containers that the food comes prepackaged in. You got to do something with that trash. I left that here just to show how much there is. But that's the only con. At one point, I've seen the chickens get sick of the food one time. They had a bad shipment of nectarines. I got 75 pounds of nectarines from them, and the chickens eventually just got tired of eating nectarines. They let a few of them rot. They ate, I'd say, the majority of them, and the rest just composted down into the deep litter of their run, which is an absolute mess now because it's half froze and it's got all this snow melting into it. But that's the only time I've seen them not utilize all of the food that I dump in here from the school. If they don't, for some reason, again, it just composts down into the deep litter, which is going to get dug out next November and mixed into the compost pile to season out for another season. Over here, we've got a 5-gallon bucket, 4/5 of the way full of lettuce, some sandwiches that the raccoons helped themselves to last night when I left this out for this video to show them. 2 pounds of cinnamon rolls that I didn't want to smell today, so I held out putting them in last night. And we're gonna. You want to hold that, Acacia? I'm gonna throw that in. My hands in the camera too. Look out, Plucky. Take it back. Thank you. So, these birds have eaten that much lettuce overnight. A bunch of other food scraps I was talking about earlier. And look at them still going after that lettuce. They love vegetables. They love lettuce. Broccoli they're working on. They're not a huge fan of broccoli, but everything we put in there, they just love and they utilize it. And it makes the eggs a little bit brighter, a little bit more free-ranging, since we can't do this. Another thing we do for free food is we throw weeds from the garden. We utilize table scraps. I got a bucket on the porch where Elizabeth cleaned out the deep freeze of stuff that we just let go out of date because we had too much of it. And so between food scraps, food from the school whenever mom is helping, it really stretches out our feed bills, where we don't have to go get feed nearly as often. I wouldn't say it's halved it, but I would say it's at least cut it by 25%, probably more. 25% is being very conservative. So if you have a way to hook up with a local school, a local restaurant, you might have to work out a deal where you trade in some eggs or make a trip to go get it if you can find somebody to hold back vegetables and food that chickens can eat. It's a great way to keep food from just going to waste in a dumpster, and you getting some use out of it, and your chickens will love you for it.